or the first menses is supposed to start from age 16. But as you see there, 12, 11, 10, 7 years, who be that when you're menses. Into imagine, say, when you're menses in term at this younger age. Not just say, oh, the open menstruates here, even if you are going to get pregnant in future, then that when you want to get pregnant now. So it means that this estrogen and their progesterone, their activities are going to just be keeping and going, keeping coming, go, and that is why you are prone to getting, before you get age 40. Not just say, oh, system, no, or my juma by age 40 there, then they will start causing some damages in the cells. So we have something called genetics. And the genetics simply means family history. It is in your blood, your bloodline, your DNA. Okay? So naturally, there is something in our system, okay, that we term as the BRCA1 and the BRCA2. They are genes. They are names of some genes in our body that God created. And these genes, their purpose there in the body is to make sure that whenever there is any form of tumor forming in the body, they will bring it down and suppress it. So as much as we are talking about breast cancer or any form of cancer or tumor in general, God has created our body in such a way that our body have a system that fights it. Before, if it's not able to fight it, then it gets to where it has to go. So these genes, they are the ones in control. Nipa bia no a ye wo honom no tumor anasa badwa bi ebe start say be fifi wo nipadua nim a surgeons we omo adwuma omo ye wo nipadua nim say omo be shut ne down so the be ya onyi na on fifi. But we have these people in their genes, they don't have these things. They lack it from birth. One febiamba. Because of that, these people automatically and naturally tumor be pejani moi and one is so to me kasa. And so that is how come your mother will get breast cancer, sister will get breast cancer, granddaughter will get breast cancer. Breast cancer is in there. Or not even breast cancer alone, any other form of cancer. Then it becomes a family history. So that is for the genetic. So like the family history is just connected to the genetics I mentioned. The family history whereby, you know, your parents have suffered it before. There's a tendency. And so we are able to know the type of breast cancer. Even with that, there is a probability that if anybody in your family line, not the extended one is what I'm talking about, not only the close people or our mothers and our fathers, but it goes to the extension. So sometimes when our relatives die, let us find out what really killed them. Because sometimes they hide it from us. So some of us too, we know the history of our family. But when we go to the hospital and they ask us, "Me pacho, where will feel? Oh, Debbie. Where will feel Debbie? Everything Debbie. Everything negative Debbie." But you know, when you come and you give the proper information, it guides us to know that, oh, and then you are this person. Who said a show? So please, it's just a passerby. When we go to the hospitals and we are giving our history, please, let's bring it out as it is. Intime pacho, history no, obi enya bi wa busu anima, also betimi enya pacho yenko. Early menarche, just like I mentioned earlier on, Accra wenya ne menses intem. Unya ne intem a, said the church mu first no. So there is the probability that you are going to have menstruation for a longer period of time where these hormones are going to be in play for a longer period and they can prone you into getting breast cancer. Please, let's go. So if you have not given birth before or you give birth in your late age, so just like I explained earlier on, it also happens here. You don't give birth early. You give birth around age 40 or age 50 or age 45. So it means you have not broken the cycle of pregnancy since you were born. So you are just letting them go and come. So you are prone to getting breast cancer. And then the birth control pills. There are some of us here. every day they get accidents. Make accidents and say assume. Yeah, emergency contraceptives. Within the week, go to me for emergency bed 3 times. Who did they be on emergency? You see, so they will be abusing these emergency pills and the family planning things that they have just inculcated them in their system. And these things, they are hormonal made. So hormones na omo sa hormones na ye de estrogen no ene progesterone no omutimi ma cancer no eba no sa hormones na ye de aye sandrondro no nti say ofa ewo omu cha the probability of you getting breast cancer is very high. And I say obi so na say ujaya it takes like 10 years for your system to get back to itself. And ask yourself, those of us who have been abusing the emergency contraceptives, are we here? Please, let's go. So, inadequate or short-term breastfeeding. There are some mothers, some people, they give birth, and they say, oh, me need time. Then I don't want a second breast. So they will leave their babies, and they will not breastfeed. The fact that the baby is suckling, pulling, and this thing, it suppresses your destiny. To try no for why breaking cycle no of the progesterone hormone no. Into abema we must have take effects. Into also sa oba no you are prone of getting breast cancer. But time. The lifestyle ho here me pa. Alcohol abuse. We will be our time nom ensa. Ema estrogen production or system ni mu ekosho. And I feel so no. Ema wo ye stressed. Na afi adamage DNA no. Adamage DNA na say cells no. Nti wait me anya cancer. And then smoking. To say I can't smoking it's not only about cigarettes. You go, you meet our JSS, SHS with this shisha. Shisha no, or bekwa pub every Friday or to pub or shisha. When our young girls are going out, let's find out the things they do out there. Fridays, oh, we are going for a party. Friday be another party, Saturday or party. When they sit down, if you take shisha for 2 hours, you have consumed about 200 sticks of cigarettes. So imagine so they Friday be alcohol in a month, me patch cigarettes and wa consuming. And so we and then yamabia yes this smoke eba there are some carcinogens in the smoker. Mrs. DNA no na ama cancer aba. Pastor Ablo, I'm coming in. So when it comes to breast cancer, we have 5 types. Say 5 types. We normally hear of stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, stage 4, but we actually have stage 0. So the stage 0 is where afena adena babesha or sometimes it's like as tiny as a grain. If it is as tiny as a grain, no, to whether equal to or less than 2 centimeters. It has about 90% treatment tendencies of you getting survivor. And screening and stage 0. And at stage 1 no. Now face say a tube nimu ne wa. Afa de tretre e wo tube nim. E wo tube na mu ba e tretre wo tube nim. So breast na no so afa e tretre wo breast na no. And call other parts of the breast tissues. Stage 2 no. Now afa e call other parts of the breast tissues. We're free abia ducts nim, abia occult lobes nim. And then stage 3. Now they go into the areola. That is your armpit area. Then they go into the bloodstream. The bloodstream, then stage 4, they spread to other parts of the body. Then metastasis takes in. Sometimes you go, oh, breast cancer, no, I spread it to see a do lungs, I call yem, I sell yem nema, I say, a cold trim, a cold brain. So those are the types of cancer. Please, let's go. Switch. And so, breast cancer. So, with breast cancer, it doesn't show any sign. The moment you see signs and symptoms that you are going to watch, then it means you have advanced to maybe stage 2, 3, 4, thereabouts. That is why we love to do the breast screening a lot, so that we can hint them at 0 Then at 0, it is treatable. Now, call baby. But if you wait and you don't screen and you are just there, you don't do anything, you think, oh, minyanhu lamp. It's not always about lamp. Sometimes it takes you by surprise. So when we no more, now we do best stage 4, stage 3. Into rashes, beba no for ne ho. Sometimes so we squeeze no for now. We say eba no ensofin, and I say moja, and I say scent wom. And sometimes so we say reddish wavy, and no for ne ho aye reddish. And I think so no. Breast size no about quite kese sen ba ko ana aye kese abnormally afen so badwa ababeda no phone you can feel that as a bibia beda no phone me pacho during our menstrual and ovulation phase our breast gets heavier and yes I no na yeka lamp and 90% of about 80% of lamps aye hu or breast mu no they don't end up in breast cancer ti pacho hu lamp ma o ye mo nhyew. And not just when you have breast cancer, but lump is also an indication that breast cancer had. And then we have nipple retraction. No for another point about saying you want to you have to report as soon as possible. And a dimple, yeah, that you have no way. You be no for no say dimple be a better home. A chikum, a one change in pacho breast cancer. Hey, sorry, pacho reports in a share at the coin. And I said no for nebe hono na shete you know. Please let's go. This is how bad it can get. It becomes so a crow. Obi the best them are ferry so bepi. Na a pro, na a ye crow, na ye de a bibi drone in yama ye. Na obe wunse. Aye bubuja. But obi say me de na me wunse me ye breast cancer na me breast cancer. Inti nyama ye de be diagnose you no. Breast examination and ye be wa ha say. Yes, I may or na ya say. No for no it's saying bibia ya okay wo mu ana and I will be a friend of mammogram no 40 years for and now moye day omoye and I will breast ultrasound and also no scan aye twa no for and no there obia age bia etimi twa ye wo MRI and also to say mammogram and e wo biopsy no ye hu say bibi wo ho no ma na ye pese ye confirm ya na ya tissue of the part of the breast na ade nesi no na ya kohwehwem you could shoot him and yeah, sure say a breast cancer in no biopsy. Stages, patchomy stages. Let's go, please. I don't know. The treatment options, depending on the tenderness and the severity of the breast cancer, no, then that is where we are going to know whether we are going to have surgery and remove maybe the lump alone, or we are going to cut the breasts, either one breast or two breasts. Don't get scared. Now, when you do the breast, we cut the breast, we have something called breast construction, where we can fix a new breast for you right there and then. Radiation therapy. So that one is more like a radiation, you know. Right? Because a radiation, anything that has heat. Into heat, na cells, na no for na eye cancers, no. That is radiation. And the chemo, it also comes in the form of heat. So the prevention tips, regular self-examination. 2 or 3 days after your menses, as a woman, on your breast, be your doctor. Stand in front of a mirror, put your finger here, and use these ones or the 4. Massage it, massage your breast, and then look out for some abnormalities. When you are done, squeeze the nipple to see, say, now, one kasawa your breast doctor. But then, 2 days or 3 days after your menses be me pacho yearly. Now I call for clinical checkups to say the and then maintain a healthy lifestyle. Let's eat well, because some of the food we eat, they make us so big that obesity sets in, and obesity also is a form of something that brings your system down, and you can be prone to breast cancer. Pastor, okay, so thank you. I'll take some few questions, please. Yes. Some few questions. Come here. The myth and the fact. You want it? It is very important, yeah. Pastor, and please, somebody is saying something. It is very true. Please, if our health is our concern, let's at least have some small time for ourselves. We are almost done. We are done. Please, can you show us the myth and the facts? Somebody is interested, and I think it's also very important. So when you go out there, somebody will say that, oh, ade we say, you can be the one that will start, or it can start from you. Breast cancer. And I say breast cancer is contagious. Hey, my no, yes, when you breast cancer, I will not sit by her. She will come and infect me. Please, it's not contagious. And then people also say that, oh, this one is for the middle-aged people, oh. So we the youngsters, a child of 16 years, I know, have gotten breast cancer. So it's not about middle age. And then all breast lumps are cancerous. I've already eradicated that myth. That's not all breast cancers, not all lumps are breast cancers or lead to breast cancers. And then only women get breast cancer. Yes. So this one is very important. Our men, when we are doing such programs, they think always, as for breast, it's about the women. When you take 100 men, at least you get one of them getting breast cancer. It has also started coming. Maybe, if we don't take care, very soon it will be spreading in the men's lives. So let's be attentive and let's also partake whenever there are such programs. Breast cancer is a death sentence? No, not at all. So when you screen and we are able to detect it on time, early detection do what? It saves lives. So that is the take-home message. Early detection. Early detection. Thank you. So let me take care.
Praise the Lord. My question is that how can the men know some of the breast cancer that the women have? Like, you know, sometimes I say, how can the men know?
How can you know?
Yeah, when the
your woman.
Yeah.
So with the signs and symptoms I have given. So there's another myth that when you suck the breast, it will not be cancerous. Please, it's not true. In terms of barrier, say, breast cancer. But you see, it's about trying to, in the process of making love to your wife, you are supposed to touch the breast in such a way that you are not touching it for feelings alone, but you are being a doctor at that moment and instant. You are looking out whether in some you say lamp, but you are bedem. My wife, see no for no skin, as a color, no, as a dimple, be a better home. I say, me feel lisa ba kwa ye kesi asen ba kon. So as much as we are being our own breast doctors, our men and our husbands, please help us to do that and do it effectively. So when you take your time, some of the signs and symptoms we have mentioned, you will see them. And then you can tell her to take it up. Yourself, as a man. Okay, so with the men, it normally happens with men that have, as a fats, on my chest and so more.
How can a man know a woman that has breast cancer?
Oh, like you are walking like this, you want to be scanning through and see, hey, does she have breast cancer?
There are some women you can fix, a man can touch a man's breast. You can sometimes a man touch a man's breast. So instead of you talking,
So no. So if you are not the type of man who is just roaming around to suck breasts, but you have a special breast to yourself, then it means you have to pay attention to it. And whilst you are paying attention to it, all the signs and symptoms I mentioned, if your wife is not looking out for it, you may be the one to tell her that. So the signs and symptoms will still give you a clue that there is something wrong. So go and check and let's see what is happening. Okay. The question is okay. Oh, Anka Obaba, nobody has a question.
Na wochire no woyi bibi kire se obi wo ho a ye be wo no ade bi wo ho ese se ewo nimu enso no de na oni bi kra enti saafo no ebe de no wahu se saa de no oni bi kra na so oni bi kra nso a ebe de no ya boa no emo no nso enya na apomudin.
It's a very intelligent question there. So if you have seen that it's in your bloodline, there is a lab that you do to tell you whether you have it in your DNA, the genes, these genes. So then it means you have to go and screen and see whether you have these genes in the first place, to be sure. Now, when you do it and you know you have it, then it means that also you have to be doing often checks. Maybe you there, assessment to be you go and take. But we have people that when they realize that it's in their genes, and they know that I didn't be they come to the hospital themselves and they say, take away the tissues and this thing from the breasts and give me artificial cosmetic. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And Pacho, my producer is signing out. So they are watching us on MBN TV. A program be MBN TV, a friend of my time. Any mabu apomudin ejumedi. Na ye no Sunday bia 8 p.m. eba MBN TV. Ode we fidie ne to hɔ a obɛhwɛ yɛn. Nti e mata ne mebu apomudin na ye nyina ya baso. Nti no me sign out. E mata ne mebu apomudin dwumadie. De na we ye aba. Da se ne ye besan ehia. Da se ne ye hia ye wo topic kama sonko bia ye ne mo ebedi ho nkomo. Oyes trend and we say menim kama sanso and a regional fashion empire omo lekama polyclinic kwan so honoma omo so and a omashamata de kama sanso and Abby's makeup ono so oye mitinwin ehyehyehye ho kama edemame and mama J ice cream omo so omo boy chidom sasa na street cake omo so omo boy chidom. That's the net. Bye bye. Breast cancer yare kokram yare bia. So oba o mind Ghana mo a edi emanya yie pa. Eno ne the most leading cause of cancer a ekuma wo Ghana ha sei. Afi bia no emma be say 4,000 ene achire ena enya breast cancer a se ansa na afi ne be ko na wieye no na emu fa kese na yahwe wo mo. Sankrofo we no mo ye wo mo a yahyeda a examine wo mo ama ye hu se wo mo yare ni bi ye wo bebre a wo mo ewo wo nkronkra ase ene ba bi bebre a wo mo de wo mo am screening ti no yankan wo mo amfra sa number maboyi so eno ti na akohia se oba bia eba no October month ya breast cancer awareness ye bo ho de roya wo de wo ho beba na bia ya ye examination no wo so be aveli wo ho na wako na ya examine wo atadwe ene ya tidene MBN TV ye ne Maranatha Power Ministry yaka ye ho abomu a ye bo moden akahia pe a doctor fo akunini a wo mo address ko eba no emma ya rehwemu a tweben on the 26th of this month October the last Sunday of this month shia yen ewo Maranatha Power Ministry eni emra mesom enya osom ne kekewo ye de akunini a omadore esuko ewo breast cancer ya rehwemu ebeba no ma be kyerɛkyerɛ yen na ye hu ni ate breast cancer ase na ye wi a enye no ano no ye be sanso aye breast screening screening emma biara ne mema bia wo mo beba se ye screening wo mo enu ti hia yen kwasiada 26th of October na yenye breast cancer screening ene nkyerɛkyerɛ yi ye be hia ewo Maranatha Power Ministry 8 o'clock anopetu tutu bra na yene wu emon komo emfa wapomuden ho abra yesie nyame asem no na breast screening so koso early detection saves life in Tnefi metwen wo ho bye bye.